This week, are you a liar or a truth teller? Well, either way, I'm gonna figure you out, sir. This episode of Scam School brought to you by Netflix. Welcome to the show where it's always happy hour. Scam School, the only show dedicated to social engineering at the bar and on the street. I'm your host, Brian Brushwood, and this week we have nothing short of a freaking miracle. It is an unbelievable ability to tell who's a liar and who tells the truth, and you are going to learn it right now! OMG, Chad, it is good to have you back on the show.
Thanks.
And of course, it was Alex?
Alex,
good to see you, man. All right, here's the thing. You remember back in elementary school, you'd have those like logic puzzles where there was one creature that could only tell the truth and another creature that could only lie?
Okay,
this
but I'll pretend.
Yeah, this is nothing like that, okay? But it is something where you guys are either going to only tell the truth or you're only going to lie. And what I mean by that is you're gonna decide right now if you want to be a truth teller or you want to be a liar. Now, it's not a case where one of you has to tell the truth and the other one has to lie. Both of you can be truth tellers. Both of you can be liars. One of you can be truth teller, the other one can be a liar. It does not matter, but I do need you to make that decision in your mind, and once you've made that decision, stick to it, and I want you to confer with each other so that way we can lock it in. Because obviously I don't want to know in advance or it's going to ruin the whole effect, but also I want you guys to know in advance so that way you can keep each other accountable. Make sense? All right, so in your mind, decide, are you going to be a truth teller or are you going to be a liar? If you're a truth teller, you can only tell the truth. If you're a liar, you can only tell lies. You guys whisper and figure it out, and then tell me once you've decided. I'm going to put my fingers in my ears so I can't hear nothing. And I'm going to look the other way. You guys tell me, okay, there you go, thank you. Now, so you guys have decided, one of you is going to be a truth teller, one of you is going to be a liar. Now we're going to make things interesting. Or not, that's true. Wait, are you,
No.
don't give me any intel. Don't start lying or
No
telling
intel,
the truth
no
yet.
intel, no
But we're
intel.
going to make things interesting. We're going to have intrigue here. We're going to
Hey, that's
have
real money.
all my money in the whole world. The entire value of my estate. Everything I've worked so hard in Scam School for right here. Here's what's going to happen.
How many people did you scam for this?
A lot of old ladies died to give me this money. So here's what's going to happen. I'm going to turn around, and when I do, one of you is going to steal that $20 bill and put it in your pocket, okay? You can decide together, or one of you could just have the gumption to reach out and grab it. It doesn't matter. I'm going to be covering my eyes. I'm going to be looking the other way. But afterwards, I'm going to turn back around, see there's no money. I'm going to be very disappointed in both of you. And then I will begin the interrogation. Make sense? I'm going to turn around, and then my money's going to be stolen. I'm going to be very disappointed in you. This time, my eyes are closed, and there are fingers in my ears, which means you'll have to come up with a new and novel way to tell me that everything has happened at this point, because I have no freaking idea. And I'm okay, good. Son of a bitch, my money is gone.
Who took? Oh no.
So I'm gonna start with you, Chad. Chad, did you steal my $20 bill?
No.
Interesting. And just that one question, I've got everything I need. I'll tell you what though, Alex,
Yes.
just tell me one thing. The two of you guys, did you both pick the same thing? Did you both pick both liar or both truth teller? You both did the same thing?
No.
No? Chad, I'm very disappointed because I know you stole my $20 bill and that you are a liar, sir. And meanwhile,
How did you know?
this is the best part, dude. It doesn't seem like it's possible, right? There's no way I got enough information.
It's
It's
magic.
question. No, but that's just it. It turns out that this is like a logic matrix that blew my mind when I saw it. It seems totally unfair. It's completely amazing, and I'm going to teach you how it's done, but you know what we got to do? Seriously, how much do you love Netflix? I love Netflix, you love Netflix, the whole freaking world loves Netflix. We love the fact that thousands of titles can be streamed instantly to your Xbox 360, your PS3, your Nintendo Wii, your iPhone, your iPad, your TV, computer. There's so many different options with Netflix. Head on over to netflix.com/scamschool though and sign up for your free trial, and not only will you be able to access 30 days of all the movies and TV shows that you want, but most importantly, you will be making us look good. If you dig Scam School, this is your way to show it, because that's the only way we make it possible. Head on over to netflix.com/scamschool, and if you're already signed up with Netflix, get a buddy to do it. All right, guys, some ideas are too complicated to explain at the bar where you got people shouting and drinks and questions being asked, so I'm going to break it down in the simplest way I possibly can. You got two guys. Either of them can lie, either of them can tell the truth. How do you figure out which one's which? Now, you can't ask him, because if you ask the liar, do you lie? He'd say no. If you ask the truth teller, are you a liar? He'd say no. However, if you follow these simple directions, you will always be able to know which person stole the money. So, of course, you have the money stolen, you turn back around. Pick either of the two guys at random and ask, did you steal my bill? He'll either say yes or he'll say no. Whatever answer he gives, remember it, but don't necessarily take it at face value. That's why the second question is so important. It's going to determine whether or not you can believe the first person's answer or not. So the first question is, did you take my bill? He says yes or no. Second question you ask the other person is, by the way, the two of you guys, did you both choose to be the same thing, either a liar or a truth teller? Now here's the thing. If he answers no, then that means the first answer you got is a lie. If he says yes, it means the answer you got is the truth. Here's the funny part. You still don't know who's a liar and who's telling the truth, but you now know how to interpret that first answer. Again, just so we're clear, you have an item stolen. Pick a person at random, ask, did you take my bill? He'll either say yes or no. Remember the answer, but don't believe it or disbelieve it yet. It's the second question that you ask the other guy. Were the two of you guys the same thing? That will determine whether or not he's a liar or truth teller. If he says yes, they did both pick the same thing, then that means your first answer was a true answer. If he says no, it means whatever that first answer was is a lie, and you should interpret it as being the opposite of it. Now, people always ask, why is it that it always works? Well, it turns out there's only 4 different scenarios. Let's take scenario 1. Both of them are truth tellers. In this case, the object is stolen. You ask the first person, did you take my bill? And of course, he says yes. But you don't know if it's true or not. So when you ask the second person, did the two of you guys pick the same thing? Because he's a truth teller as well, he'll say yes. And of course, it works in that scenario because the person who took it says, yes, I took it. Scenario 2, let's say they're both liars. In this case, the bill's taken. You ask the first guy, did you take my bill? He'll say no, because he's a liar. Then you ask the second person, the two of you, did you pick the same thing? He'll say no, because he's a liar as well. But meanwhile, you interpret that no to mean that the first answer was a lie, and again, you spot who took the bill. Finally, it even works in the 2 last scenarios where one person's a liar and one's telling the truth. Try it yourself. You're going to figure it out in no time. It's less complicated than it really seems. But the big question is, can these guys pull it off? All right, so now, here's the thing. I'm going to test and see if you actually got it. We're actually going to do the test. Me and Alex are going to be the people who steal your treasure, and it's got to be Chad Columbo.
So you guys figure out if you're lying or telling the truth.
That's
Don't
right.
tell me.
All right, got it.
I'll take the truth.
All right, I will be a liar. Got it.
Okay. So I'm gonna also turn around again.
Right.
One of you guys take the $20 bill.
Right.
I'm gonna be very disappointed.
That's an important part. You got to say
Okay.
that part.
You all do that. Tap me on the shoulder
All right.
when you're done.
Go for it.
Okay. It was a little more than just a tap. But anyway.
that was a punch.
Okay. So through I'm gonna ask each of you one question only, and I'm gonna be able to tell
This is good.
which one of you is lying
Right.
and which one is telling the truth. Or no, who has the 20? That's what I'll figure out.
That's true.
Did
Although truthfully, not only once you know who has the 20, you'll be able to retroactively from their answers figure out who is the liar and who is the truth teller. But yes, okay, go ahead.
Okay, did you take the $20 bill?
No.
Okay, I know, I figured it out.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, but just you know,
Wow.
Did you guys choose the same thing?
Are you asking me?
Yeah, I am.
Oh yeah, no, we picked the same.
You did?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, we did.
So you have the $20 bill.
Ah, you got me, Columbo.
Awesome.
Well done, sir.
Thank you.
Now, I know it can be overwhelming at first, but don't sweat it. Just listen to the first answer and use the second answer to interpret the results. If the second answer is a yes, that means you can take the first answer at its face value. If the answer is no, then that means you got to do the opposite of whatever the first person says. Now, we want to give a huge thanks to Banachek for loaning us this miracle. It's in his book, Psychological Subtleties, which you can pick up at banachekproducts.com. And of course, if you want to suggest your favorite bar scam, write me directly at brian@revision3.com. If you're doing the Twitter thing, follow the show at twitter.com/scamschool, follow me at twitter.com/schwood, and check out my now recently public Facebook page at fb.com/schwood. Next week, we're going to learn how abstinence, exercise, and a good work ethic just might be the perfect cure for the hangover. Me? I'm going to take the hangover.